Hey YouTube viewers, I wanted to take you through my review of the Specialized 2013 Camber Comp Carbon. It's January of 2014, but this is a new bike for me. I bought it very lightly used. In fact, I think the bike was almost brand new, probably never been ridden out of a parking lot. But I wanted to kind of take you through a review. I know there's one more video like this on YouTube. I want to kind of expand on that. And I'm filming this from a cell phone, so I apologize if the quality is poor. The lighting is not the greatest, but anyway, you'll get the idea. You're mountain bikers, you understand. Hey, we'll kind of work front to back. This is a carbon front triangle, aluminum rear triangle, FSR suspension design with no brain. As you can see, this particular bike doesn't have any brain. And my take on this, I think Specialized positioned this kind of in between the Epic line and the Stump Jumper FSR, or the full suspension line. This bike is 110 millimeters of travel on a Reba SL fork, and I think it's got around the same in the front, so it's a little more travel than a standard 100 or 90, and a little less obviously than a 120. But it's right in line with what I wanted to do and how I ride, so this was one aspect of why I chose this bike. Again, working front to back. Anyway, it's got the Raval Control Trail 29 rims. This is an OEM wheel set, so that's where the Raval part stops. The rest goes in an OEM wheel. And making the wheel set a little bit on the heavy side. I think it's a 2130 gram wheel set, but they do come tubeless. They have tubeless rim strips installed. All I had to do was buy some Stan's valves, throw those in with some sealant and air it up. And I will say I've done many tubeless setups on many different bikes, and these Raval rims air up tubeless with that little blue compressor you see down there very well. They go up right away, and it was no issue at all making this bike tubeless. 230 millimeter HS1 rotor, Avid Elixir 3 brakes. I actually like Avid Elixir 3 brakes. I've had them on other bikes and never really had an issue with them. These ones, I bed these in properly, and so far after about 35 miles of riding, these things have been very quiet, and the modulation is excellent. Aside from a little bit of weight, I don't think I'll be making a change on there. I've had good luck with these. I can bleed them easily, and so I'm just going to leave them. Specialized has some lock-on grips there. They're not very comfortable. They're very grippy, but they're not very comfortable, but they're just stock grips. Of course, you can change those out. 70/50 aluminum, 720 millimeter bar. I think it's 720, 710 or 720. Pretty much of a flat bar. I think it's got like 5 millimeters of rise. And but it's good. It's nice. I don't see myself riding carbon bar anymore, and I don't see improving on weight that much by switching bars. This bar is a little on the narrow side for me. I kind of like riding right around the 730, 740 mark. Excuse me, but right now I probably won't change that out. Shimano SLX shifters, not bad. They're okay. This one dropped the bottom cap on a first ride, so the Shimano was nice enough to send me one in the mail. That's in transit. This bike comes with a 100 millimeter stem, and I changed that out. This is an 80 millimeter OEM stem, and I find it more comfortable. I'm about 6'1", and this stem suits me perfectly, so I'm not going to think that having anything longer wouldn't suit me very well. Some nice touches by Specialized. They put some of this, I want to call it helicopter tape. They put it all over this carbon. They have it pretty much going all the way down the down tube. It's underneath. This little thing right here is kind of my homebrew down tube protector, and I put it on. You see I have it fastened with a strap here. And I put that on because we got some really nasty rock hits, and I want to protect this carbon triangle as best I can. So I put my own on, but this OEM treatment, you can see some in the front, it's really thick, and this is obviously to protect against cable rub, and the down tube stuff is how it protects against hits, but really nice little touch from Specialized. There's a lot of nice touches on this bike. that just being one. There is your Fox Evolution CTD shock. It does not have boost valve, but it does have auto sag right here, and the instructions for auto sag are printed right on the shock. I didn't find auto sag that useful for me, so I just basically set it to where I like it, and it's running fine. So you don't have to use auto sag. Specialized 2000 aluminum seat post. It is a 400 millimeter seat post, 30.9, and it's actually a really nice seat post. And it's a 1-bolt design, but it really holds the saddle. I'm 200 pounds, and this saddle hasn't moved at all. So as long as you torque that bolt to the right spec, this thing will hold you just fine. But it's nice. I won't probably be changing that anytime soon. That is my one upgrade I put up. This is a Furrier's machined aluminum 2-bolt seat post collar. That's pretty wide. I wanted a wider seat post collar for a carbon frame bolting to an aluminum seat post. There's a lot of grab right here, and I wanted the most surface area contact. And this is I picked this up off of eBay, and this is a very high quality machined part. It's hard to tell kind of from the video here, but it's a very high quality part, and I'm not being a shill for them, but I'd encourage people to kind of look them up. They make some very good products. They also make stems and some other things. Crank, SRAM S1250. I think it's kind of a derivative of an X7. They kind of have the same. They kind of look the same. So it's they look. Excuse me, I have a battery issue there. They're fine. I probably won't be changing that. If I did change it, I would probably take that crank and go to XO or something like that. It's a BB30 bottom bracket, so those are obviously really common. Changing all that stuff out wouldn't really be an issue. Going back kind of the front, back, that's a 2.3 ground control tire. Great tire, actually, for riding in Arizona desert. There's a 2.1 on the rear. I kind of show you the tread pattern here. Video's kind of weak, but it's a good tire. No issues there. Hope I don't sidewall cut it. Read some reports about that. 180 millimeter rotor in the back, so you have a 200 in the front and 180 in the back. Plenty of stopping power. Move around to the other side of the bike. This is one of my favorite parts, Shimano XT, and this is it's got the Shadow Plus option on this derailleur. That comes stock, so you turn it on or off. I leave it on, obviously. And this is the quietest rear derailleur I've ever ridden. I mean, this thing sounds like a single speed. If any of you have ever ridden a single speed, it's just dead quiet. There's no chain slap at all. And this is a really nice addition by Specialized to put this Shimano XT rear derailleur on. The shifter cables, another nice thing. These are I think these are Jaguar shifter cables, and the housing runs the entire length of the bike, so there's no open break with the shifter cables, and so there's a lower risk for contamination there. That's also a nice touch. I put some wrapping there just to kind of prevent any chain slap. SRAM 1030 cassette, a little on the heavy side. If you're going to upgrade, that would be a good place to upgrade to save some weight. Probably go to a 1070 or a minimum of 1050, but obviously that wouldn't be something you would upgrade right away unless you're a weight weenie, which I'm not. I'll become one when his parts wear out. Anyway, that's pretty much my review of the Specialized 2013 Camber Comp Carbon. Very nice bike. Specialized has done an exceptional job. This bike rides like a dream. It rides lighter than it is. Right now it sits around 27.5 pounds tubeless. Obviously you could probably take some weight out of that if you really wanted to. Cassette, maybe crank, bars, things like that. But it's a dream, and it's fast pedaling. They did a nice job with the cable configuration. It's not a total rat's nest up front, which a lot of bikes out of the factory are, and really like it. If you have one, I hope you like it too. If not, be a good bike to get. Take care.